Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, we are talking about something that makes a massive difference to how your English sounds and reads. And it is something that learners at every level need to work on. We are talking about how to connect your sentences, how to link your ideas together so that your English flows like a river instead of sounding like a series of separate, unconnected statements.
Yes, and this is one of those topics that transforms your English completely once you get it right. You can have a good vocabulary and know your grammar, but if your sentences are all short and separate, your English sounds choppy and simple. But when you connect your sentences well, suddenly your English sounds fluent, natural, and intelligent.
Think about the difference between these two versions of the same idea. Version 1. She studied hard. She passed the exam. She was happy. 3 separate short sentences. Version 2, she studied hard, so she passed the exam and she was so happy. 1 connected, flowing sentence.
Same information, completely different feeling. The second version sounds natural. The first sounds like a beginner writing list sentences.
And connecting sentences is not complicated. It comes down to learning a set of words and phrases called connectors or linking words. And once you know them and practice using them, your English takes a real step forward.
Let us go through the main categories of connectors and really understand how each one works.
The first category is connectors that add information. You use these when you want to add another point to what you've already said. The most basic one is and. She is kind, and she is very talented. He works hard, and he never complains.
But and can feel repetitive if you use it too many times, so here are more sophisticated options. Also, in addition, moreover, furthermore, as well as.
I enjoy reading. I also enjoy listening to podcasts. She speaks 3 languages. In addition, she's learning a 4th.
Moreover and furthermore are slightly more formal. They're great for essays and professional writing. The product is affordable. Moreover, it is extremely reliable. The weather was cold. Furthermore, the roads were icy.
As well as can connect 2 nouns or 2 actions. She speaks French as well as Spanish. He is kind as well as intelligent.
And not only, but also is a powerful structure for adding a second point with emphasis. Not only did she finish first, but she also scored the highest in the class.
The second category is connectors that show contrast. You use these when one idea goes against or surprises based on what was just said.
The basic one is but. I wanted to come, but I was too tired. She studied hard, but she did not pass.
More sophisticated contrast connectors. However, although, even though, despite, nevertheless, on the other hand, in spite of.
However is one of the most useful. It usually comes at the start of a new sentence and is followed by a comma. The project was interesting, however, it took much longer than expected.
Although and even though introduce a clause that contrasts with the main clause. Although she was tired, she kept working. Even though it was expensive, she bought it. Notice that although and even though come before the contrasting idea, not before the main one.
Despite and in spite of are followed by a noun or gerund. Despite the rain, they went for a walk. In spite of being nervous, she gave a great presentation. Despite being followed by a noun. In spite of followed by a noun.
Despite her tiredness, she finished the project. In spite of the difficulties, they succeeded. These sound very natural and formal.
Nevertheless and nonetheless are strong formal words, meaning even so or in spite of that. The results were disappointing. Nevertheless, the team remained motivated.
The third category is connectors that show cause and effect. You use these to explain why something happened or what resulted from something.
The basic ones are so and because. She was tired, so she went to bed. She went to bed because she was tired. So connects cause to result. Because connects result back to cause.
More sophisticated cause and effect connectors. Therefore, as a result, consequently, since, due to, owing to, that is why.
Therefore and as a result show that what follows is the logical outcome of what came before. Sales increased, therefore the company expanded. The train was delayed. As a result, they missed the meeting.
Consequently is slightly more formal than therefore. The budget was cut. Consequently, several projects were canceled.
Since introduces a reason. Since she arrived late, she missed the introduction. Since it was raining, they stayed inside.
Due to and owing to are followed by a noun or noun phrase. Due to the bad weather, the game was canceled. Owing to a technical problem, the website is down.
That is why is a very natural everyday connector. She had not slept well. That is why she looked so tired. He practices every day. That is why he has improved so much.
The fourth category is connectors that show sequence or time. You use these when you're explaining steps, telling a story, or organizing events in order.
First, then, after that, next, finally, eventually, before, after, while, when, as soon as.
First, she made coffee. Then she sat down to read the news. After that, she got dressed and left. Finally, she arrived at the office.
These time connectors are essential for storytelling and for giving instructions. They create a clear order that the reader or listener can follow easily.
While shows two things happening at the same time. She listened to music while she cooked. He worked on the report while waiting for the meeting to start.
As soon as shows that one thing happened immediately after another. As soon as she arrived, she called him. He called her as soon as he heard the news.
Eventually shows something happened after a long time or many attempts. They searched for a long time and eventually found a solution.
The fifth category is connectors that give examples or clarify. You use these when you want to illustrate a point or explain more specifically.
For example, for instance, such as, like, that is. In other words, to be specific, to illustrate.
She enjoys outdoor activities. For example, she goes hiking, cycling, and swimming every week.
He has a varied diet. He eats foods such as brown rice, vegetables, and lean protein. Notice that such as introduces examples and is followed by a list.
In other words, and that is, are used to rephrase or explain something more clearly. The deadline has been moved forward. In other words, we need to finish sooner than planned.
To illustrate is slightly formal. To illustrate how serious the problem is, consider these figures.
The seventh category is connectors that show concession. These are used when you admit something that might seem to go against your point, but then explain why your main point still stands.
Admittedly, granted, of course, it is true that, while it is true that, even if.
Admittedly, the task was difficult. However, the team rose to the challenge. Granted, there were some setbacks, but overall, the project was a success.
These concession connectors are very useful in essays and arguments because they show you can see both sides of an issue.
It is true that the costs were high. However, the benefits far outweighed them. This shows balanced thinking and makes your argument more persuasive.
The seventh category is connectors that summarize or conclude. You use these at the end of an argument or explanation to wrap things up.
In conclusion, to summarize, overall, in short, to sum up, in brief, all in all, on the whole.
To sum up, she showed great leadership throughout the project. Overall, the results were encouraging. All in all, it was a successful year.
In conclusion and to summarize are perfect for the end of academic essays. In conclusion, the evidence suggests that early education has a lasting impact.
Now let me talk about some very important rules for using connectors well, because knowing the connectors is only half the story.
Using them correctly matters just as much.
Rule 1. Use the right punctuation. However, therefore, and moreover usually come at the start of a new sentence followed by a comma. However, the results were not as expected. Not, however, the results. Because however and because are different connectors with different rules.
Rule 2, do not start every sentence with a connector. Connectors are meant to guide the reader between ideas. If every sentence starts with a connector, it feels mechanical and unnatural. Mix connected and non-connected sentences.
Rule 3. Match the connector to the level of formality. In conversation, use so, but, and, because, although. In formal writing, use moreover, consequently, nevertheless, In addition, using very formal connectors in casual speech sounds stilted.
Rule 4, make sure the two ideas actually have the relationship the connector suggests. If you use however, the second idea should contrast with the first. If you use therefore, the second idea should logically follow from the first. Using a connector incorrectly confuses the reader.
Rule 5. Do not overuse so. Beginning learners use so very heavily. She was hungry, so she ate. He was tired, so he slept. Everything becomes so. Vary your connectors. As a result, therefore, that is why, and consequently, all do the job more elegantly.
Now, let me give you some examples of weak sentences becoming strong connected sentences.
Weak. The weather was bad. We stayed home. We watched a film.
Strong. Because the weather was bad, we stayed home and spent the evening watching a film.
Weak. She worked hard. She did not get promoted. She was disappointed.
Strong. Despite working hard, she did not get promoted, and as a result, she was deeply disappointed.
Weak. He was nervous. He prepared well. He gave a good presentation.
Strong. Although he was nervous, he had prepared thoroughly and consequently gave an excellent presentation.
Do you feel how the connected versions are richer, natural, and more adult-sounding? The information is the same, but the connected sentences show how the ideas relate to each other.
Now, let us go through the most common mistakes learners make with sentence connectors.
Mistake number 1 is using so for everything. So is natural and useful, but using it as the only connector makes your English sound very basic. Develop your range by actively trying different connectors in different situations.
Mistake number 2 is using connectors without understanding the relationship they express. Writing, she worked hard. However, she passed the exam. However signals contrast, but working hard and passing is not a contrast. Therefore would make sense. She worked hard, therefore she passed.
Mistake number 3 is not using commas correctly with connectors. Writing however, the project succeeded without the comma. The correct form is however, followed by a comma. However, the project succeeded.
Mistake number 4 is using two contrasting connectors together, writing but however or although but. Choose one, not two. She tried hard, however, she did not succeed, or although she tried hard, she did not succeed, not although she tried hard, however, she did not succeed.
Mistake number 5 is using moreover and furthermore in casual conversation. These are formal writing words. Saying to your friend, moreover, the pizza was great, sounds very odd. In casual speech, use also or and also.
Mistake number 6 is not using any connectors at all, writing very short separate sentences and never linking them. This makes your writing and speaking feel choppy and elementary, even when the vocabulary is good.
And mistake number 7 is starting too many sentences with the same connector, writing 3 or 4 sentences in a row, all starting with however or therefore. Vary your connectors and vary your sentence structure.
Now, let's do a quick practice round. I'll give you 2 ideas and you connect them using the most appropriate connector.
Ready?
She was very busy. She still helped me.
Despite being very busy, she still helped me. Or, she was very busy, but she still helped me. Or, although she was very busy, she still found time to help me.
The project was expensive. It delivered excellent results.
The project was expensive. Nevertheless, it delivered excellent results. Or, despite the high cost, the project delivered excellent results.
He failed his driving test 3 times. He kept trying. He finally passed.
He failed his driving test 3 times. However, he kept trying and eventually passed.
She exercises every day. She eats well. She stays healthy.
She exercises every day and eats well. As a result, she stays very healthy. Or, because she exercises every day and eats well, she stays very healthy. You handled every one of those perfectly. The connectors are doing exactly what they should. They're showing the relationship between the ideas.
And listeners, I hope you were trying each one yourself. The more you practice forming connected sentences, the more naturally they come.
Now let me close with something that will make everything click together.
Please.
Think of your sentences as rooms in a house. On their own, each room has a purpose, but without doors and corridors connecting them, you just have a collection of separate spaces. Connectors are the doors and corridors. They join the rooms into a house you can move through smoothly.
And a house you can move through is a joy to be in, just like English that flows naturally and is a joy to read and listen to.
Start with the connectors you already know. Use them well. Then, one by one, add new ones to your repertoire. Try moreover in your next written piece. Try nevertheless in your next email. Try as a result in your next explanation.
Every connector you master is a new door in your language house, and the more doors you have, the richer and more connected your English becomes.
Thank you so much for being here today. We hope this gives you the tools and confidence to connect your ideas beautifully in English.
Keep going, and we'll see you in the next episode.